It is my favorite day of the year. Konnor, guess what day it is?
Uh, that's gonna have to be your birthday?
Even better than my birthday.
My birthday?
Even better than your birthday.
Dr. Pepper's birthday?
I don't know if we actually know that day, but this
Well,
is kind of like that day.
it's gotta be 10-2-4. I mean, right?
Dr. Pepper Day. That's the way it is.
Yes, yes.
All right. My video is lagging on me. My internet's killing me. I apologize, friends. Sharon, happy Dr. Pepper Day to you. Pause. You threw us a message before we even started tonight. You said, "Do you love Dr. Pepper? You're picking up some tonight. Just the tip of the hat. We appreciate that. That's awesome." But it is Dr. Pepper Day, and I've been having fun all day. Konnor, have you been celebrating?
Oh, of course. First thing I did this morning, I had to get my representing my Pepper Pack shirt and put on my hat. And I dressed my daughter up in Dr. Pepper gear, and we took cute little photos. And I mean, every minute of the day, I was telling people, "Gotta get you Dr. Pepper. Gotta get you
Oh yeah.
one. Real sugar. Get you whatever flavor. Gotta do."
hmm Yeah, I obviously was teaching today, so I have my Dr. Pepper tie on. Got my Dr. Pepper socks. I don't know if you can see them. That's my shoe.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing Dr. Pepper socks too. Yeah.
We got my Dr. Pepper socks. Got the Dr. Pepper colored shirt, and then I have my classic Dr. Pepper pop quiz that I give
Yeah.
every year on this day, and I always scare the kids because I just put on the board we're having a pop quiz. I'm like, I don't know, I didn't study. I was like, that's the point of a pop quiz. And so, yeah, we got to do that. That was really fun. But I'm thirsty, and I need our viewers, whoever's watching, to help me out today. I have Dr. Pepper cherry. I have strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I have dark berry Dr. Pepper. I have regular, which I'm out of cans. I have a gift rain check. I gotta get me some, and I have vanilla float,
The Holy Grail. The good stuff.
the good stuff. So I need some commenters. What kind of Dr. Pepper should I be rocking tonight?
Let me go ahead and throw my vote in there. I always say real sugar, but
If I had real sugar, that would have been in there.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna mix it up today. We're gonna say 3/4 vanilla and 1/4 cherry. We're gonna mix it up.
Ooh, mix them together.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't bring a cup down here. I was just gonna drink the can.
just gotta like pour it like into your mouth, maybe.
All right, Sharon's our first commenter, and she said dark berry.
Mm.
So, Sharon, I'll crack this open for you.
I had one today. I had a dark berry today, around 4 o'clock. So
Mm, it's a beautiful sound. I didn't wait for you. I'm sorry. I guess I'll have to open
okay,
another.
here, let me catch up real quick.
10, 2,
Four.
24. Yeah, no, it's 10 2 4 today. All right. Mm, I do love me some Dr. Pepper. All I can think of when I drink this is the Dr. Pepper liquefied a uh, a blueberry toaster strudel because it's got like that icing flavor,
Okay. All right.
and I love the blueberry toaster strudels, and I love blueberry pop tarts. Those are the only pop tarts and toaster strudels I eat when I eat them. My wife always goes, "Those are the worst," but I like them.
Now I want a Dr Pepper toaster strudel.
Hmm Ooh, ideas. So it's Dr. Pepper Day. I had to explain to my students and my coworkers what Dr. Pepper Day is because they're like, "What? What?" They're like, "Really? What's Doc?" I was like, "How do you guys not know what Dr. Pepper Day?" So I explained to them the history of the 1024 logo. So you might be watching this live or later, and you may not know. But during one of the First World Wars, there was a ration on sugar, and only the um, essential products were allowed to keep using sugar because they needed to use it for the ammunitions and the different things. But there was a professor, and I've forgotten what college he was at. Again, I always forget. I don't think it was Princeton.
Hmm.
I know it wasn't Harvard, but he had done research when people's blood sugar drops at 10:30, 2:30, and 4:30. And so he said, Dr. Pepper gives people that energy as if they were having a bite to eat, eating food, and to help them keep working and maintain their energy, puts that pep in their step. Um, so Dr. Pepper was licensed or recognized as a food product, and it was essential to help keep everyone energized. And so they got to keep using the sugar for that product during that time. And so that's where the 10-4 came from. Drink a bite to eat at 10-4. And so 10/24 is the date day. And so it is now recognized as Dr. Pepper Day. And it's one of my favorite days.
And that's why they call him the Dr. Pepper teacher.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
So I my students were freaking out today because I may have downed like 4 cans before lunch, which actually kind of normal.
Oh, you're celebrating. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. I was just as I was drinking Dr. Pepper all day today. I was just like, I'm celebrating. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the question was asked, well, what's the most Dr. Pepper you've drank in a day? And I was like, oh, my friends, we're not going to discuss that right now. But if you watch the podcast, we've discussed this before, and we may talk about it tonight. But it's a
Well,
lot.
I can jump on the bandwagon real quick and just tell you my most recent time I had a lot of Dr. Peppers. I can't
Love
tell
it.
you how many I've drinking solid in a full day, but I can say on the 4th of July we went to go visit some friends. They were shooting off fireworks, and a bunch of other people came. They brought a ton of coolers full of Dr. Peppers. I drank 12 sodas the entire time we were there. 12
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Peppers, just back to back to back to back. And when we left, I told my wife, and she looked at me like I was insane. She was like, "Are
Mm-hmm.
you what in the world?"
People always ask me, how do I do it? And I just say one sip at a time.
I opened it up and poured it in
Yeah.
a cup.
Poured it in my mouth, and then proceeded to have to go to the bathroom a million times. But it's all right.
Well, and you know,
Yeah.
there's a reason why we do the podcast because this is the norm for us.
Yep. But Dr. Pepper being a part of the Pepper Pack, which a little shout out right now. Dr. Pepper, love the Pepper Pack. It's so much fun. But Konnor, can you believe it's already been 3 years since they paused admission into the Pepper Pack?
Yeah, it is. It's so strange, and it's kind of weird because, like, since that point, like the trajectory of the Pepper Packs kind of changed too. You know.
Yeah, and that's I know there was a advertising change or lead of who was running it, but we've been told now for 3 years that like they closed it during COVID, and we were told it's going to open again soon. Keep applying this and this, and we have great friends like Sharon,
Yep.
worthy Pepper Pack ambassadors. Like she is an unofficial member of the Pepper Pack. I don't care what anyone says. I'll fight for them. I'll fight for her. I'll punch them in the virtual Dr. Pepper nose. Um,
You're one
with
of our uh, Pepper Pack
yeah,
podcast members for sure.
yeah, but like what she does with the Dr. Pepper Kitchen website on Facebook and just how she's always sharing the love of Dr. Pepper, definitely deserves to be an ambassador. Michael Cohen, he's usually on here all the time. He's a worthy ambassador. You're welcome, Sharon. Although he does post things for the other soda, so we won't talk about that. Um, but I was reading today in my class. We have a time where sometimes we can read to our class, and so I had the Road to Doctor Dublin Dr Pepper, the Dr Pepper story.
Yeah.
That a coworker had bought me a while back, and I was reading about how they determined the licensure or whatever for the Dublin plant on like the 46-mile radius or whatever it was around Dublin.
Yeah.
And I told my students, I go, this right here is one of the reasons why I despise the red soda. Because when the red soda took over those rights to distribute, they're part of the ones that fought and shut
Yep.
down Dublin Dr. Pepper. So anyone out there in the Dublin area, I tip my can to you. I value what your community means in the history of to Dr. Pepper. And I told my students again today that it's my dream. I would die a happy Dr. Pepper fan if we could somehow get the podcast to be invited into the Bill Kloster's personal collection museum down there in Dublin. I've seen it featured on shows like American Pickers, where they got to go through it and pick from his personal collection that is basically like a museum in itself.
Yeah.
Just the things, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they closed during COVID, and Josh and I got to go to the Waco Museum right as COVID was actually about a year after it is 21, I think, for our 1 year anniversary of the podcast. But oh man, I want to find some way. If anyone out there in the Dr. Pepper world uses your internet powers, put me in contact with somebody. I want to go to that museum. I want to go to that collection. I want to do a podcast there. I just want to cry tears of Dr. Pepper joy. Like I've made it my Dr. Pepper mission to somehow reunite Dublin and Dr. Pepper again. And people say it's impossible, but you know what? I like doing things that are difficult.
Yeah. Bring back Dublin.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that would be a day.
And then I
So,
can be your supplier because
oh
I
yeah,
work there all the time.
yeah. So, if you're watching, have you had the Dublin Dr. Pepper before? Um,
Oh, yeah.
if so, I'm jealous. I only have had the real sugar glass bottles. I don't know if they're actually from Dublin, but my friend Kevin, I've had him over here before. He used to get it all the time, and we talk about it. And I'm like, "Yep, you're a jerk." Not that he's a jerk, but I just wanted it, and I didn't have it.
Well, I can say it's a lot of money, but there is an antique store here that has like a 36-pack bottle of the Dublin Dr. Pepper. They're wanting $95 for it. But if you ever are like, I want to get one, we might have to just buy a whole case. So
We can
support.
talk. We'll talk afterwards. Yes. So go check out our Redbubble store,
Yeah.
which Konnor, I was thinking. I was talking to my principal today after school, and he was laughing because during our pickup line, I was standing out there with a 2 liter, drinking from a 2 liter, because it's Dr. Pepper Day, and I mean, I had just given my class Dr. Pepper floats, our frosty peppers after we had taken our 23-question Dr. Pepper quiz, pop quiz, and so I was like, I'm just chugging this 2 liter in our pickup line as parents are driving by and I'm throwing their kids in the car. And so he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "It's Dr. Pepper Day. I got my Dr. Pepper tie. I got my Dr. Pepper socks." Um, but I don't know. I've drank a lot of Dr. Pepper. I forgot where I was going with that story. But uh, I love this day. I'm just so excited. Where was I going with that? I was just going to tell us. We were talking about Dublin,
Yeah. And we shifted
real
gear.
sugar.
We were talking about your school and drinking your
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll think of it in a little bit and be like, oh yeah, that's where I was going. But between my internet being unstable, I keep getting notifications of my connection's not good, and I'm like, that's terrible. Why of all days?
We're just gonna take a minute. We're just gonna enjoy our Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah. But being in the pepper pack, we were talking about that and how awesome it is, how we love to be in the pepper pack.
The store.
The store, the Dr. Pepper store, yep. And how I love to go there. There is I remember where I was going. Haha. I had to connect those synapses that were not firing properly. But I was reading them a story, and it talked about all that stuff, and it was talking about how they created Dr. Pepper and how Morrison and the different gentlemen that are involved in that story started the Dublin bottling plant, and how they were the first ones to license Dr. Pepper, or with the license for making Dr. Pepper, and how I want to be someone that can go back and just reunite those forces. Yep, that's my goal. That's my dream as a Dr. Pepper teacher. And I got to give my kids those test days. And then I played for them the I'm a Pepper old school David Naughton video. And they're like, that's so cool. I've never seen that before. How can we find it? And I was like, well, with your parents, you can go look on YouTube. But there's so many other questionable things out there. Don't do stuff without your parents because I'm not going to get fired for that. And then I told them about how that video started the podcast, because that's where we got everyone together on that Zoom call. And then Josh was like, hey, we should do a podcast. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
But I mentioned this to you before. You hadn't seen it yet. But being in the Pepper Pack, they send us a monthly, it almost feels like quarterly newsletter, but I think it's monthly. And today in the newsletter, as being Dr. Pepper Day, they gave us a little 10-4 day crossword puzzle.
Oh, cool.
Now, Richard and I were talking in our Discord. Let's see if I can do this so we can actually see each other.
I'm over here.
Yeah, my screen is frozen,
Sweet.
so I'll get to it in a second. But Richard was talking in our Discord. Him and I were. Why is this not working the way I want it to? Oh, I see why. Because it's not a shared item. It's the yeah, but this one, yeah, but we were discussing solving these answers. So I know number 1 down. I know number 3 down.
Waco, yeah.
Oh, no, see, that's what I thought. That's what I was going to say for number 3. But if you look, there's not enough letters.
Oh,
It's 5 letters. So say it again.
oh, it's got to be Texas. Come on.
Yeah, so 3 down is Texas. We all know number 1 down is.
Sorry, it's taking a drink. 23 flavors.
23. Yep. So 1 and 3 down were good. 3 across, we should know, but it took me a minute because I was on my phone and I couldn't count the squares all the right way. And
oh yeah.
So, but any guesses on what you think 3 across is?
Weird
Or no, sorry. Yeah, 3 across.
Where it was invented? I thought Waco, but that
No, you said it after that. Where's Waco at?
yeah, in Texas. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So 3 across.
3 across.
Best time to drink Dr. Pepper. Think about today.
It's 10, 2, and 4, right?
Yeah. So Michael, he says 10, 2, 4. Yep.
That's one whole word.
Yeah. So we're just that's the way they filtered it. Okay. So we have 3 down, we have 3 across, and we have 1 down. Now these were the ones that really kind of stumped Richard and I. And I think I figured out number 2. And we kind of just made a random guess at number 4. But I want to hear what some of you guys think for 2 down and 4 across. Now, when we were first looking at it, we were saying, 2 down could have been, I've heard the physician or flavors and stuff like that, but they weren't fitting. And the more I played with it, I was just like, no, I don't like how that's fitting and none of the letters were working.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So, So I'll let you think about that while I work on pulling up the actual picture so I can do the screen share better. All right. I'm gonna do this. I love this. Wouldn't Dr. Pepper's BFF be a pediatrician salt? I don't know. That's kind of like an opposite. Now, I
Or
was saying, I when I was talking to Richard, I said if you spell my name wrong and you spell it ZACBOWMAN, that fits, but it doesn't match up with the other things. And I was like, if that actually worked, I would probably cry.
that would be awesome.
Mm.
BFFs. Is that supposed to be Pepper Pack?
I don't know. It didn't fit. I don't think.
Right.
Okay, let me. There we go. This is how I need it. That way we can see each other.
Took a letter
So,
A.
yeah. Okay, so that's the one that we're guessing on still.
Yeah.
And going two down again, like I said, the degree. As we were talking in the Discord, if you go back and look at our chat, we talked about how, we talked about physician.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say? We said, actually, it's just him and I talking. So anyone on the Discord is probably like, "Shut up, guys." Oh, and by the way, Dario and Josh both have church things going on tonight, so they are not able to join us, but they both send their love, tell you they appreciate you guys and all your support. But yeah, definitely pick on them for not being here.
Yeah, make fun of them.
But yeah, I said a physician or that with Fizzitton. And I said actual physician. I said physics or physics spelled the other way. None of those were fitting. On Dr. Pepper's best friend, I thought maybe Little Sweet or Peggy Pepper, but none of those were working. Um, but then Richard found he took a screenshot of some of their tweets, they said, and he said, Dr. Pepper posted on December 14th. We don't have a medical degree, but we're a licensed physician with a doctorate in 23 flavors. Fun fact, we got our degree from Flavor University. So I started thinking about that. It's Dr. Pepper's degree. And as a college degree, you can get an associate's, a bachelor's, a master's, or a doctorate, a PhD. So
Doctorate. Yeah.
using the word doctorate, it still was one letter off. But if you put the A at the beginning, so this is a doctorate, it fits and matches with the rest of the clues.
Okay.
And so, like, that's where I'm at there with two. I don't know what else it could be. And then we got to four, and this is what we came up with four across. So I'm going to give a spoiler. So if you don't want to see this, close your eyes and listen anyway, because I'm going to show you and you're going to hear it. Are you ready for this, Konnor?
All right, let's see. Who's the best?
I got to go to my pictures. Hold on. I got to stop sharing that, and then I got to do this. So many things. The suspense is killing everybody. My computer is running so slow. I love technology. There we go.
While you're doing that,
Yes.
You got it.
Yeah, just about.
Well, if you know me, I'm a certified dad, and I love to dress my daughter up, and she loves Dr. Pepper, even though I've been trying to hold off on her trying Dr. Pepper until she gets a little older. My dad doesn't help the situation. So I wanted to officially announce that I'm having another kid.
Yay!
Papa Pepper.
Congratulations.
So, round number
adding to your personal pepper pack.
Yep. Got another little can on the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you have one of these guys, Zach?
I do have one of those. It's somewhere. I'm sitting down, so I don't want to get up and go looking for it. But yeah, those are sweet. I've seen those. But so this is what Richard and I came up with,
A tailgater,
and
huh?
and that's like the best thing we can come up with. I
Okay.
thought doctors, I thought it might be like caffeine or carbonated.
Okay.
Dr
Or
Pepper's BFF.
or most recently, Dr. Pepper's BFS would be cream because they're putting
Yeah, cream soda, but yeah, that doesn't fit.
cream. Yeah.
And I know Texas is right. I'm assuming two down is correct, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Huh.
So I need my Dr. Pepper fans out there. Let us know. Do you think two down is correct?
I feel.
What do you think about four across? Four across was just our kind of guess right now, our
Yeah.
best attempt.
Hmm. I feel like didn't they do a crossword last year, or maybe they did a word find.
They did a crossword. I remember the crossword, and we solved it on the show as well
Yeah.
because I needed help with it too. Because I was just like, my brain doesn't do crosswords. I could do word searches. I could do unscrambles, or maybe it was an unscramble. I think it
Yeah.
was an unscramble.
Might have been. Yeah. 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 That sounds more right.
More right. All right. My dark berry's done. Someone help me out. What do I got next? Please don't say cherry. Vanilla float, regular, strawberries and cream, or yeah, that's your options.
Hmm. Let's see. Um. Let's. Yeah.
Oh, Sharon said it.
Aaron's
She
making
wins
calls tonight. Our honorary soda connoisseur
selector.
selector.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
So
Let's do
Sharon,
it.
let us know what you think because you're commenting. And Michael, I see you commenting out there. I gave you a shout out earlier saying that you're one of those ones that deserve to be in the pepper pack, even though you posted pictures of the blue soda on their anniversary cans. I'll forgive you. Um, but what do you think four? Any ideas on four across? Dr. Pepper's BFF. Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
I was wondering if it could be water or something
Water.
because there's carbonated water in Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Number one ingredient. Mm.
Well, maybe what we need to do is go on to their Facebook page and see who they're commenting the most on.
Well, I don't know. Did they put this on Facebook?
No,
I haven't really been on today. Um,
they the only thing Dr. Pepper's posted today was they had a post that just said "Happy 1024." That was it.
yeah. And then I was thinking about like some famous Dr. Pepper cities and stuff in the states, but nothing else makes sense or fits.
Yeah,
Um,
they didn't post much on Instagram besides the new watch.
yeah, which I would love, but no way I'm dropping that money right now.
Oh man, $1,000 for a watch. I was like, woof.
Yeah,
I get it. It's a small work company, handmade stuff, but
yeah,
woo.
yeah. Is it worth it? Probably, but do I have that to spend? Nope.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a limited run, so that's probably why it costs so much. But
Hmm.
like we said last time, we're not watch people, so it's hard for us to jump on board, right?
Yeah, I'm not a movie star with a whole closet full of watches.
And I got a kid on the way, so I can't be spending that kind of money on
Oh yeah.
on a
Well,
watch.
not only do you have a kid on the way, but you have a kid right now and then another on the way. So that just makes life more fun.
And so I'm just like, well,
Excuse me.
maybe I'll just hold off on that one.
Hmm. So this is what Richard and I came up with, and I'll give him credit for the tailgater because I Had no idea. Like I said, I was thinking carbonated. I would love it if they gave us a clue, whether it's like a person or a job title, or if it's just some other word.
Hmm.
Oh, and then I was thinking because I worked in a grocery store for a lot, many years. I
Yeah.
was wondering if it was like salesperson or something like that because the A would fit there in sales,
Yeah.
but
Have
I don't know.
Have you checked out the new rewards?
I did. I actually got the fanny pack. I haven't got it yet. The football fanny pack.
Yeah. I have so many Dr. Pepper fanny packs. I'm like, do I have
I don't wear fanny packs, but I just like all things Dr Pepper.
It's just funny. It's just like, oh, another one. You didn't have
I,
enough for the jersey?
no, I don't. Again, like you said, we have kids. I don't get to buy a lot of Dr Pepper.
No, I get it.
Yeah, and then I used my points last time to get the flag, and
I almost have enough to get the jersey, but I'm just kind of debating. I've always wanted one of the jerseys, but I don't know who Caleb Williams is.
yeah,
So
he's the current spokesperson on the. So did you get the Fanicure box? Or did you see the Fanicure box?
uh-huh.
He's a football player that's on that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, hey, you said Caleb Williams. What's no? That doesn't fit for number 4. Caleb.
WILLIAMS.
Yeah, no, but Caleb fits.
What do you think about the Fansville outtake reel?
I want to see it, but I know somebody's gonna buy it and then post it online sometime somewhere. So I'd rather save my points for something else.
Yeah. Now, does yours does yours have the Dallas Cowboy sweepstakes entry?
No, I don't think I saw that one on there. It's
Okay.
probably like a Texas one.
Yeah, it's a regional thing, so I just thought I'd ask if because
Mhm.
the last time they did that was for the Mavericks, and
Yeah,
I was like, did anyone else see this? And no one else was
yeah.
like, I don't
I
have that.
remember you posting that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just got asked by one of our students if they buy one of the shirts from our store and they wear it non-uniform day, do they get a free Dr Pepper? I will
I
give
will
you a
give
free
you a
Dr
free
Pepper if you. But I don't want to just. I don't want to be answering parents' questions. Why'd you make my kid buy a shirt? But yep,
Like I didn't make him do nothing.
yep.
And then you saw the soda can whatever the brand what's that brand where you put the can inside of it and it tightens it and you could customize it a while back. The fan can coolers.
Oh yeah, you're talking the igloo
The one with the
can
brain.
coolers. Yeah, I saw those. I have one of the ones that I deserve a Dr Pepper one.
Yeah, I got the one where I put my name on it. It says
Yeah,
there's this, but this version
Mm.
has the Dr Pepper logo with the football on it.
Yeah. See, mine just has the regular Dr Pepper logo with the swish around it.
Yeah,
But again, I have it down here in my basement on my table,
yeah.
but I don't really ever use it because I
I
just drink them so fast.
I use mine so all the time. Like, first thing in the morning, I'll take it out of the fridge and I'll throw it in there, close it.
Hmm.
Later on, I'll drink it. But
So, but my thing is, you see how fast I drink a can. I spend so much time unscrewing the lid and taking it out and putting a new one in
that's why
that
what you got to do is you buy a few of them and then you put a bunch
I
and you
have them ready to go. They're waiting.
and then we need
And
a your instead of doing a fanny pack, maybe you go around the shoulder and you have them just like
a
you know,
satchel, a
you
Dr Pepper satchel.
bandolier of Dr Peppers, just like yeah,
Yeah,
funny.
it's like the military grade, like the grenades or whatever. You chuck it, drop it, grab your next one.
Mhm.
I like it. I can get down with that.
How about
But
this, Caleb? If you do wear your shirt, take a picture of it and send it to us, and we'll post it all over our socials.
Yeah, that goes for anybody. If you're rocking our merchandise, tag us in it. Pepper Pack Podcast, and we love to see it. But we still have some Halloween items coming up. I have not seen any more pumpkins. I need to see some more pumpkins. Dr. Pepper pumpkins.
Yeah, come on. Zach worked so hard on his pumpkin this past week.
Yeah. Oh, but I deleted the picture, and you got yours in there. So yep, coolest pumpkin in the Pepper Pack patch. And so what are we hashtagging that? Pepper Pack Podcast Pumpkin 2023. Oh, I see that lighting up. Took a minute. Did it light up? Or is my video just lagging that bad?
No, it's lighting up. It's just
Oh.
I should be able to turn the lights off. It'd be probably easier to see.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm gonna take a picture of it here after the podcast post.
Yeah. Well, oh, neck. I'm getting old, Konnor.
Tell me about it.
Well,
Yep.
it started with the day I woke up and I was like, man, I'm old. And then I grabbed a Dr. Pepper and drank it, and I was like, oh, I feel better.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Is you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I'm not
Mhm.
that old. But man, your body tells you real quick, like,
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I also I told you I shared the Dr. Pepper video.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can add that real fast. But I was telling my class how I had to uh I had to listen to that video about 30 times to type out the lyrics because of just you can't find those lyrics anywhere. Like I googled everywhere
Yeah.
and no one had them, or they were different and you could tell they were different. So I found them all. Or I finally created it, so then I was singing it with the class, and they were like, "How do you know all this?" And I was like, just I love Dr. Pepper. So, in honor of Dr. Pepper Day, I'm gonna throw it back with this classic real fast and let you guys just enjoy this. And luckily for you guys, when I play this video, it does mute my mic, so you don't have to listen to me sing.
That's extra content. If you want to hear that, that'll be on our Patreon whenever we make it.
In 23 years. All right. So, without any further ado,
Let's
the I'm
hear
a
it.
Pepper song.
I drink Dr. Pepper, don't you see? 'Cause it's the perfect taste for me. That original taste, you know, is making peppers everywhere I go. There's boating peppers, toting peppers, cooking peppers, good-looking peppers. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Us peppers are an interesting breed. An original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. There's carrying peppers, marrying peppers, diet peppers, quiet peppers. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? There's saluting peppers, tooting peppers. I'm a pepper man. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Being a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Aye, aye. Being a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Yes, sir. Being a pepper.
Okay, so here's what I want to see. I want to see that as a Halloween costume. I would love to see somebody dressed with that vest, just running around singing and throwing Dr.
If they would give it to me, I have that song memorized.
Pepper.
So my daughter was a year old when we started the podcast in May, and before when we made that video where we were going to do like the Brady Bunch thing where we were all on the Zoom call singing that song, I think Taylor edited it. I don't know if we ever actually posted it, but like I said, I listened to that so many times and played it in my house so many times. My wife and daughter just had it stuck in their head, and so now my daughter hears it and she gets her eyes all big and starts singing, I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? And so I was singing that all day, and then I started taking all kinds of other songs like I used to do, and changing them to Dr Pepper, like the I got a pickle from Little Rascals. It's I got a pepper, I got a pepper, I got a pepper, hey 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 hey. And then I even went with the I think it's Shirley Temple, the I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I was like, I want a Dr Pepper for Christmas. Only a Dr Pepper will do. Carbonated, caffeinated, possibly refrigerated. And I was just making up things as I went, and oh, it was fun.
I like that. I think for sure that needs to be maybe a trend we do. Dr.
Well,
Pepper or something.
well, I know because we used to do that on the podcast when it's just Josh and I, and they would pick a song and I would change the words to Dr Pepper. So we did like the Backstreet Boys, everybody, but I changed it to Dr Pepper, yeah, and I typed it all up, and then but God did not give me the gift of singing, which is why I don't do it very often. Um, or and I scared some people, so I stopped doing that. Our views started going down, and I was like, all right, I got to stop.
Uh,
But yeah, no, I like changing the words, and I just need to find somebody that can sing it and have some fun with it. But it was a fun day. Now, I think we discussed within our group just a little episode update for everybody. With Thanksgiving coming up next month, I believe. Let me look at my calendar. Thanksgiving is on the 23rd, which I mean, what better thing to be thankful for? Well, I guess there's a lot of things, but that's a great thing to be thankful for on Thanksgiving. So we will not have a regular episode on the 23rd next month. Um, we'll just have an episode on the 10th. And then in December, with Christmas being on the Monday, I know a lot of people are going to be doing stuff Saturday with family. We'll probably, we won't have a Christmas episode of Dr. Pepper. Unless we record something pre-am, but we haven't talked about that yet. So we'll probably just shoot for episodes on the 10th of November and 10th of December. And then next year we possibly do some adjusting to our regular schedule and our diet episodes, just as it is getting more and more difficult to match everyone's schedules and get all our guests lined up. We've had multiple episodes this year where we've had guests lined up, and then last minute things come up in life, and we all understand it. We've been there, and cancellations and just can't be filled. So this will hopefully help us fill that and make our episodes a little more engaged and prepared for you guys to make that happen. But it's been fun. I love this show. I love getting ready to drink Dr. Pepper and talk to people and hear
yeah,
stories.
if there's something throughout the year that you've seen us do and you really enjoyed, um, comment, tell us what you like, what you want to see more of. Um, it'll help us develop the podcast, and we can kind of figure out moving forward what we should focus on. It'll always be Dr. Pepper and the Pepper Pack, and um,
Oh yeah.
all our connections that we've made throughout the years. But if there's something that we need to start, dabbling in to try out, heck, we'll make Dario make TikToks. I mean, you tell us. If they're not here,
That
they can't do themselves, right?
say that again. You're my internet's struggling.
I said if they want us to make TikToks, we'll make Dario do them all. And I said if they're not here, then they can't defend themselves, so they have to do
Oh
it,
yeah.
right?
Dario and Josh has volunteered.
Yep. Oh, if you don't want to do it, say something now.
I do want to do some more man in the field or guy in the field segments. That was fun.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I kind of have some fun ideas that we're gonna try to do, including possibly a Twitch stream with the podcast.
Oh yeah. So we
Maybe,
are streaming on Josh's Twitch channel as well.
yeah. I was thinking, I have a Twitch channel. We can all pop on there one night, maybe do a little bit of
Mhm.
Halo, maybe do a little bit. We'll have to. see because we get mad and we're like, no, son of a gun. So
No, that's you.
no,
I just
that's you. You were saying I hope that guy dies.
well,
Or gets
yeah,
diarrhea.
yeah. I always say I hope they get diarrhea. That's about as bad as I ever get.
Maybe we'll make it a PG-13 episode.
That's the only way I'm making it, man. I'm a teacher. No,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, "Urgh, I don't like you. I hope your internet freezes.
Oh man, maybe we'll play some Dr. Pepper themed games.
Well, you know what we need to do because I know Richard plays, and I know there's other members of the Pepper Pack that I've seen on Xbox, but
We'll
I
make
don't think they play Halo. But we need to do a custom game, like a custom SWAT,
Yeah. Well,
and
there's
every time.
for instance, like I don't really like Forza, but I know that there's like a community of people on Forza that do artwork. They make Dr. Pepper stuff. So, um, we might just goof around on that stuff, and it'll be like community night. Like if you want to watch and just hang out, awesome. If you want to join us and play, awesome. We'll just kind of outreach the rest of the Pepper Pack in the community.
Yeah, I was just thinking like we do a kind of a last man standing Dr. Pepper game to where in Halo every time you die you have like you pour 10 glasses of Dr. Pepper and every time you die you lose a glass. You don't have to dump it out because I don't want to waste Dr. Pepper.
No, you gotta make
But
shots. Make shots of Dr.
Well, I know,
Pepper.
but then the whole thing is then I'm gonna want somebody to kill me so I can take a shot. So you got to make it worth it. You got to where the person who actually wins gets to drink whatever they have left.
Yeah. I think so. That's one thing, and you guys can comment or leave a what you think. But we
Some
can do one of
feedback.
those. I want to do a night where the weather is perfect right now, but you set up cameras and stuff, and I do a cocktail night where I make a cocktail that's using Dr. Pepper as your base. Um, some kind of cool drink. That's just if you're into that kind of thing. Um, try to do that. Maybe we can have Karen on one night, and she does like a walkthrough recipe with us. And, um, you know, what'll happen is I'll burn whatever cake or something that she's doing, and it'll be pretty funny that way. But you know, I think kind of going outside our comfort zone on shooting stuff, I think would be a fun idea.
Yep, I want to just drink a lot of Dr. Pepper.
And you can.
Drinking, collecting, enjoying Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I've been getting really bad about looking on eBay again.
Tell me about it.
Oh man. So I'm just gonna throw this out there. Before you guys buy anything on eBay, check around. There's people just ripping you off. That Fanny Cure kit that we all talked about, Konnor.
Yeah.
I bought it from the Dr. Pepper website. I think it was $15. So not that bad.
Yeah.
I saw one on eBay today. Somebody listed it for like $150. Limited edition Dr. Pepper Fanny Cure kit.
Yep.
And I was like, no. I hope no one buys it.
The one I've been looking for is I've been wanting to get a thermometer for all my Dr. Pepper stuff. So I found one that was local, and all right, it was one of the tin ones, and it was for the hot and cold, but it had a thermometer, and it's vintage, but they were wanting $260 for it, and I was just like,
Now, if it's like one of the ones that are like 3 foot tall,
yeah,
then I consider it. But yeah, again, like consider it means if I had the money, I'd buy it.
Yeah,
but yeah, my bucket list I have on my Facebook, Dr. Pepper Dreaming photo album, where I have just random things that I would love to have as part of my collection. I think that 2 or 3 big items I have, I want that glass bottle.
Yep.
And if you're like, what glass bottle? I want one of these.
Yeah. I keep
Oh
my
man.
I keep my eye out for that yellow sign for you all the time, man.
Yeah, and then the yellow sign, like one of the 3 foot ones. I know they have smaller ones, but I just one of those like 3 by 5 foot ones would be awesome because I have this black ceiling in my basement because I have a projector. So the
Hmm.
ceiling is black that I could just go up on there and I could just
Yeah.
see it. Oh, it'd be pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and then eventually a machine. Those are like my three, like a vintage machine. Those are my three big things.
You got to get you a soda machine. It's so much fun.
I know. And then I'm always waiting because Richard and I are always on eBay having wars with each other. Like not with each other, but he'll post this. Did you see this? I just bought it. And like, oh, I wanted that. He's like, I know. That's why I didn't tell you until after I paid for it. Or I'll send him. I check this. But we buy a lot of stuff from overseas, and then these cans from Germany.
Yeah.
That I think that can is awesome. I want that one so bad.
We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
I would love to see all the different types of
The can styles they have.
all the different cans that are monsters.
Yeah, like
Cool.
someone in the Pepper Pack was talking about how they wish there was more Halloween themed cans, and I'm like, dude, Germany's got them. We need to figure out what's going on with America.
Well, it's because
No, I know, but
the big thing is like the sodas go out and then they're restocking for Christmas. So they have the football season stuff.
yeah,
Like you'll notice like this week, all the sales on Dr. Pepper and stuff are going to be insane. Like we already got one that's going on. I think it's 3 for $10, and dude, it's like you can't
well,
pass.
I got that rain check. I'm getting ready to go cash it in. Where you buy 2 12 packs, you get 3 additional ones for free.
Yeah,
So I'm about to go cash that in because I've run out of regular Dr. Pepper in my house. I just opened my last one at my school and put it in my fridge. And I'm like, I need to refill this.
got to. Right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, Konnor, this has been fun, but I gotta get going because tomorrow actually is my anniversary.
Oh, congratulations!
So yeah, I'll hit 9 years this year, and I've shared this before, but I'll share it again. So I didn't think about this when we got married. I I knew about Dr. Pepper Day, but I didn't think about that at all. But my wife wanted to get married in October, and we got married. I think it was Saturday. But I almost wish we would have done it a day earlier because we got married on 10/25/14. And so this is a picture of my groom's cake. It's Dr. Pepper flavored cake.
So close.
And so this always helps me remember what year we got married in because I'm always like, oh, I think it was this year or that year. I know it's been this many years. But the 4 and the 14 for the 10/2/4 always helps me remember it. So I got to take off here, go spend some time with the wife because she's already probably tired. It's 9:30 here in America.
I get it. Well, and my wife's birthday is around the corner. It's on the 30th, so
Yep.
happy birthday.
All right. Well, everyone tuning in, thank you for your support. Thank you for enjoying Dr. Pepper Day and celebrating with us. Thank you for helping us out with the crossword. I think we got it. You're getting that ready. I got this ready. So, as I like to say, be blessed, be caffeinated, be a pepper, and until we drink again, we will drink with you guys next time.
Cheers.